Addictive personality disorder. It seems to apply to anyone who has an insecure attachment style. Anxious, preoccupied, dismissive, avoidant, fearful, avoidant. We all seem to fall into this category where we are addicted to things like gambling and sex and even chasing after the kind of validation from others from overachievement. That one works quite well for a while, just like all of them. But the problem is that it doesn't matter how much of it we get, it's never enough. Because what we're trying to do is to deal with an internal problem through external influences. Now, the reasons why we are after those addictions is for the chemical response internally. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. They are very powerful chemicals that we can produce naturally in our body. And the reason why we're after them is because we're constantly in a state of hypervigilance. Our vagus nerve is going crazy. It's producing cortisol and adrenaline, and it's running through our veins, and we don't even know it because we don't know of a time in our lives where it hasn't been this way. It's our normal. Now, other people will be very critical of our behavior. Why are they so unhinged? Why are they so self-destructive to themselves and everyone around them? They don't know what it's like to be us, carrying the wounds of a child that have been undealt with, so that we're still in that state of hypervigilance. We don't even know that that's the case, but let me just explain to you why that is. When we were children and we experienced a traumatic event, we withheld the emotion that was connected to that event that was supposed to serve us, to protect us. And for some reason, whether we didn't feel worthy or safe to release that emotion, we held it in. As a result, that traumatic event for us is still current. It hasn't been completed. And it won't be completed until the emotion has been expressed. We've been going through decades carrying these emotions stored in our bodies. And this is the thing, is we're able to connect with these past events. And we're able to then allow ourselves to release the emotion connected to those events. We can close those trauma loops. And we no longer are in a state of hypervigilance, provided we continually do that and deal with every event. Now, that's all very well to say, well, just go and do that. That's easy, right? Not really. It's kind of hard to reach those events, which is something I help my clients do with the repressed, forgotten, dismissed emotions. You've been spending your entire life hiding them in your shadow. You've gotten very good at it. And when you go to look for them, you're really hard-pressed to be able to find them. It's a journey as well. It takes time. Don't expect it to be just like a couple of weeks' worth of work. It does take a while. So in the meantime, we have to find more healthy ways to regulate these chemicals without seeking out these destructive behaviors. How do we do that? There are ways. Breath work, hot and cold showers, getting yourself under a blanket so you're feeling yourself present with your body, yoga. There are many techniques that we can use naturally to allow the cortisol and adrenaline to dissolve away into our body so that we're not feeling triggered for a period of time. It gives us peace. And that's a game changer for us. Suddenly life becomes more functional. Now, we don't know about these things. No one tells us. First up, we don't know that we're loaded with cortisol. Second of all, we don't know that we're supposed to deal with it. All we know is we need to escape. And all your life, no one has ever told you this. This might be a revelation to you. If you need help connecting with your past traumatic events to release those emotions and learning how to regulate your cortisol and adrenaline levels so that you can operate in a more functional way in life, reach out to me. This is exactly what I do with my clients.